Peace and blessings, beautiful souls. I am Jeannie Muhammad, your global happiness expert. Thank you and welcome to Positivity is the Key. Thank you for being with me today. I don't know where you are in the world, but you took time to be with me, and I appreciate that. It's a beautiful day where I am. I am so thankful to be able to be here. And I pray that wherever you are, that your day is going well and that it is as beautiful as my day is. In addition to being a happiness expert, I am also a holistic wellness coach, an assertive and confidence coach, and I'm also an author. You can find all of this information on my website, iamjeaniem.com. There you can find all kind of wonderful little nuggets about myself. You can order my books. You can go to my YouTube channel. You can enroll in my coaching programs. You can request a 30-minute free consultation with me to go over whatever program you may decide that would be beneficial to you. So I look forward to hearing from you. You can go to my website, iamjeaniem.com, and get this information. And when you go there and you click on the link that will take you to my YouTube page, please go to my YouTube page, watch some of my videos that I am sure will be beneficial to you, like them, and also subscribe to my channel. Please do that for me. Subscribe to my channel. It will help me to grow and to reach more people so that I can be of service to more people. Today, I would like to talk about to heal from within, and I want to talk about introspection. Introspection. Now, what is introspection? And I'm going to read the textbook definition of what introspection is. It said it's the process of observing the operation of one's own mind with a view to discovering the laws that govern the mind. It comes from a Latin term meaning to look within. So, introspection helps us to see ourselves better. And to see ourselves better, it will enable us to become better. So, introspection is very, very important. We sometimes are so busy focusing on things that are outside of ourselves that we lose ourselves in that, what we're focused on, other people, other happenings, what's happening in the world, what's happening down the street, what's happening with our friends and our families. And we look at all of that and we take our eyes off of ourselves. Sometimes we never take the time to really look within. When you're lost, have you ever been lost and you need direction? You may call someone to ask for direction. And the first question they're going to ask you is, where are you? Where are you now? If you use your GPS, it's going to determine your present location. When you Google Map and you want to know um, directions to another town, it's going to ask for your location. So, where are you? You're lost. In order to get the correct directions, you need to know where you presently are. And it's the same with our lives. How are we going to know where we should go if we haven't taken the time to assess where we are at the present moment, at the present time? So, introspection is very, very, very important. It is something that we should not neglect. And it's never too late to start. If you have not been doing a self examination, a self assessment to determine where you are in life, it's not too late to start. We can start whenever we make that decision. We can start right now to look within and see, where are we? Now, what are the benefits of introspection? Well, introspection can help you identify and get rid of harmful thinking. Is your thinking, are you uh, thinking positive thoughts, or are you thinking on a negative tip all the time? If you stop right now and start doing some introspection, where are your thoughts? Are you thinking about, where you're going to go in the next 30 minutes? Or are you truly focused on what you are doing now? What are your thoughts? That introspection can help you to understand where you are and what thoughts you're entertaining. It can help you have a more positive view of yourself. If you start to really look within yourself and look at all the things that are wonderful about you, all the things that you may not have even taken into consideration about the qualities that you have, that are qualities that are great. Sometimes we are our own worst critic. We criticize ourselves and we talk about ourselves in negative way. We have a lot of self-limiting beliefs about ourselves. We say, oh, I can't do that. I'm not qualified to go there. I'm not qualified to do this or that. And looking within and doing a self-evaluation and really doing that introspection can help us to understand that sometimes we're farther along than we may think. And it will help boost your confidence. When you're in a difficult situation, it will help boost your confidence if you look within yourself and see that you are qualified, that you are capable of doing a lot more than you may have given yourself credit for. Look within. It can contribute to stronger relationships with your friends and your family and your co-workers, other business owners. If you look within yourself and you can see things about yourself and where you are, then you will know where you need to go. Are there improvements that you should make in order to have better relationships with other people? How will you know if you don't ever really truly look at yourself? Some of us are afraid to look at ourselves. Some of us don't want to really know what's going on within. But what's going on within will determine the results that we have without. Don't be afraid to look within. Don't be afraid to find the answers that lie within us. Because the answers to many of our problems, the answers to many of the things that um, we are striving to achieve, those answers lie within us. So, therefore, it will help us to reach our goals. Knowing who we are will benefit us in such a way that we will be able to reach our goals. Now, why is it with introspection being so important for us to achieve all of the things that I just went over? Why is it so hard? Why don't we do more of it? It comes down to time. Do we put in the time that is necessary for introspection? We lead such busy lives. We're busy going here and we're busy going there. We're busy helping this person or we're helping that person that we never really take the time for ourselves, to focus on ourselves. That's self-care. When we focus on our needs and understand what we need to advance in life, what we need in order to uh, be happy, to generate happiness from within, we don't take the time. We don't set aside the time. We will set our alarm clocks for all kind of things. At least I do. I have an appointment. I make sure that I will set an alarm so I don't miss it. If I'm expecting a important call uh, or a Zoom meeting, I will set an alarm to make sure that I don't get involved in something else and miss that connection. But what about connecting with ourselves? How about setting an alarm and say, in 30 minutes, when that alarm goes off, I'm going to cut off everything that I'm doing because I have an appointment with myself. I have an appointment to focus on me and keep that appointment. We could set aside the same time every day for that me time. It doesn't have to be an hour. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes. We're busy. So it may be, okay, I'm going to take 10 minutes for me to focus on me and just check out, where am I right now? Where am I? What do I need to do for me? Where am I? Take the time to really see where we are, slow things down for just a few minutes to check out where we are at any given time. Make it me time. Me time I have set aside to do some introspection. Here are some questions that we can ask ourselves to determine just exactly where we are. Now, when I wake up in the morning, do I feel ready to take on the day? Have I planned out my day? Have I taken time to do that introspection to see if I am ready for today? You might wake up and say, am I ready for today? Am I prepared for today? That means looking within and seeing where you are and what you need to do in order to be prepared, so that life doesn't constantly throw us any way, which way, that we are in control of the situation, because we know where we are. And because we know where we are, we can determine where we're going. So ask yourself, am I reaching my personal goals? What are my personal goals? Have I set any personal goals? And if not, why? Why haven't I set any goals for myself? Why am I neglecting myself? What is it about me that I have not allowed myself to focus on me? What concerns do I have about the future? Do I even think about the future? Do I have plans for the future? Where do I see myself in the future? You might want to ask yourself, am I living the life that I want to live? Or am I living my life according to the dictates of others? Am I truly happy with where I have allowed myself to uh, be in life? What issues do I have that's interfering with my happiness? See, these are all questions that we can ask ourselves and take the time to really think about them. You may say to yourself, I am going to take 10 minutes each day, and I'm going to just ask myself one question that day and take time to write. You can write down the answers. I always talk about the benefits of journaling. This is a good way to uh, have that introspection. Get you a journal, and every day um, ask yourself a specific question, such as, do I have issues that interfere with my happiness? Write that question out. Do I have issues that interfere with my happiness? Do that introspection and answer that question. What is it that's preventing me from being happy? Another question is, do I need to put more effort into my relationships? What can I do to benefit my relationships? Not what someone else can do, but what can I do? What I have control over. I have control over that. So we're looking within to find the answers to problems that we may be dealing with, and we haven't taken the time to even look within ourselves and see that these answers lie within us. We just have to take the time to ask the right questions. Am I stressing over something that I do not have control over? We um, live in a very stressful time. And sometimes the things that we are stressing over, we don't have any control over. I don't have control over what is happening on the other side of town with grown people. I may give it some thought about maybe what I can do to make things better over there. But most of the time we don't have control over that. But what we do have control over is our attitude towards it, and really taking the time to see what we can do about the situation. And if there's nothing that we can do, then we can change our attitudes about that situation. We have control over that. We have control over our attitudes. So, learning the difference between the things that we have control over and the things that are out of our hands will help us to stress less, and introspection, looking within, will help us to determine that. Taking the time to assess whether we have control of our situation or not, and deciding how our attitude should change as far as that situation is concerned. So, uh, also, one of the big things about a lot of times when we are having trouble sleeping, and sleep is so important to how we function and whether we function well. And so, ask yourself, before I fall asleep and go in, what am I thinking? What do I usually think about before I go to sleep? Do I plan on how I am going to enter into my sleep? Or do we just don't even give that any thought? And then we lay there and we're tossing and turning. Our minds are just filled with all these thoughts that are negative, but we haven't taken the time to realize that we can control our thoughts. I can determine whether I'm going to be focused on negative things before I fall asleep, or am I going to make sure my mind is focused on something positive, even if it's a positive affirmation. I may repeat that same affirmation over and over in my head as I'm falling asleep. Something positive that's attracting positive energy. And it will help us to have better sleep. What's in our heads? Ask yourself that. Do that introspection. Ask that question. Am I holding on to something I need to let go? Are you holding on to a grudge with someone that you don't even remember now how it started? Are you holding on to something that is causing you anxiety and depression and grief, that you can let it go? It may not be easy, but the first step is deciding, I'm going to let this go. I have been at odds with this person for years. I don't even remember when it started. I don't even remember how it started. I just know I have decided I'm not going to have anything to do with that person. But I don't know. Let it go. Just let it go. That doesn't mean that you have to be buddy buddy and that person becomes automatically your BFF. That's not what it means, but it means that you let go of that negative emotion that you feel towards that person. You know, you may feel a certain way about someone, and just the thought of them will spoil your day. Well, you've allowed it to happen. You have control over that. You can let it go. Just let it go. Decide, I'm not going to let this control me any longer. I'm not going to um, let this negative emotion control me. Ask yourself, what's most important to me? What's the most important thing to me? Do you know? Introspection begins with observing our behaviors. It begins with us really observing who we are, observing what we think, observing all the things that we allow to interfere with our peace. So introspection means really observing your behavior, observing who's around you. What kind of people are you allowing into your life? Are these people bringing you up, or are they tearing you down? Stop to think. Stop just what you're doing right now and look around you. Look at the people in your life. Look at your friends. Just look. Take time. Take that time to just look. So, in order to transform our lives, we should ask the question, how is my mind? How is my mind? Am I using my mind for the greater good? For me, my family, all of humanity? How am I using my mind? Is it pleasing to my Creator? The thoughts that are going in and out of my mind? How is my heart? Do I have a heart that is filled with compassion and love? Or am I bitter? Do I look at other people with envy and jealousy? How is my heart? What is the condition of my heart? That takes really looking at and seeing where we are. How is your body? Are you putting the proper nutrients into your body? Are you treating your body with love? Are you giving your body the care that it deserves by feeding it good foods, exercising, and really moving, just moving, treating your body with love and respecting this temple? We will put more care into a building than we will this temple that God has given us. So, how is your body? It can be difficult to observe ourselves honestly. It takes honesty for us to truly benefit from our introspection. ask yourself the question, who am I? I really truly want to know, who am I? Take the time that is necessary for you to know yourself, as I have to take the time for me to know myself. How can I know what I desire from others if I don't know what I desire for myself? Who am I? Take the time to know thyself. I am Jeanne Muhammad, your global happiness expert. And I pray that something that I have said today is beneficial to you and that it will help you just a little bit farther on in this journey called life. And until we meet again, stay blessed and stay safe. Thank you. Have a wonderful